Early life and background. Kim Källström was born on August 24, 1982, in Stockholm, Sweden, into a family with a deep connection to sports. His father, Börje Källström, was a former professional footballer who played in Sweden's top division, and his mother, Anne-Marie, was a handball player. Growing up in such an environment, it was clear that Källström had an early affinity for sports, and football became his primary passion. Källström began playing football at a young age, and his early years in the sport were spent at local club Vigbyholms IK, a small but well-regarded team based in Täby, just north of Stockholm. His natural talent quickly became apparent, and by the age of 12, he moved to the prestigious AIK Youth Academy, one of the biggest football clubs in Sweden. This was a critical moment in his development, as AIK offered the resources and competition that would shape him into the player he would eventually become. At AIK, Källström honed his skills as a versatile midfielder, known for his technical ability, vision, and work rate. He was especially recognized for his precision in passing, his sharp tactical awareness, and his strong left foot. As he progressed through the youth ranks, it was evident that Källström had a rare combination of attributes that made him stand out not only in Sweden but across Europe. His early exposure to top-tier coaching allowed him to develop into a well-rounded player capable of controlling the tempo of matches, defending, and contributing offensively. Rise through AIK's ranks. Källström's professional career began in earnest in 2000, when he made his debut for AIK's senior team at just 18 years old. Although young, Källström quickly adapted to the physical demands of the Allsvenskan, Sweden's top-tier football league. His debut season was marked by flashes of brilliance, and he soon became a regular starter for AIK, playing as a central midfielder. It didn't take long for both domestic and international scouts to take note of his talents. During his time at AIK, Källström developed into one of the brightest prospects in Swedish football. His composure on the ball and his ability to dictate the pace of the game were exceptional for a player so young. He was equally adept at breaking up opposition attacks and distributing passes, and his vision made him an ideal link between defense and attack. AIK fans quickly grew fond of their young midfielder, whose performances in the Swedish league earned him widespread recognition. Källström's success with AIK led to his first major breakthrough on the international stage. In 2002, he made his debut for the Swedish national team, impressing the coaching staff with his maturity and poise. His performances for AIK and his potential in the national team setup helped him secure a move to a bigger European club in 2003. It was clear that Källström was ready to take his career to the next level. Move to France and Lyon's success. In 2003, Källström made a high-profile move to the French club Olympique Lyonnais, Lyon, in Ligue 1, one of the top footballing leagues in Europe. His transfer was a significant step in his career, and he quickly proved himself to be a key player for Lyon. Joining a club that had a rich history of success in French football, Källström was able to compete at the highest level both domestically and in European competitions. His move to Lyon was a transformative one, as he had the opportunity to play alongside world-class players, including Juninho Pernambucano, Fred, and Michael Essien. Under the management of Gérard Houllier, Lyon was one of the dominant forces in French football during the mid-2000s. Winning multiple Ligue 1 titles and consistently competing in the UEFA Champions League, Källström was a vital part of the team's success, playing in a central midfield role that allowed him to showcase his strengths as both a defensive and attacking player. At Lyon, Källström's game evolved further. He became known for his versatility, able to play as a deep-lying playmaker or in a more advanced role depending on the needs of the team. His passing ability was exceptional, with a particular talent for long-range balls and through passes that set up attacking opportunities. Additionally, Källström's calmness in possession and his ability to read the game were key attributes that endeared him to the Lyon fans. During his time at Lyon, Källström won several Ligue 1 titles and contributed to the club's success in domestic cups and European competitions. His influence on the field grew with each season, and he was regarded as one of the top midfielders in Europe. His work ethic, leadership qualities, and consistency made him a valuable player for Lyon, where he stayed until 2009. Experience in the Premier League with Arsenal. In 2009, Källström made a move to the English Premier League, joining one of the league's most famous clubs, Arsenal. The transfer to Arsenal was seen as a significant moment in Källström's career, as he was joining a team that consistently competed for the top honours in English football, including the Premier League and the FA Cup. His arrival at Arsenal came during a period when the club was in transition, with Arsène Wenger overseeing a new generation of players. Källström's time at Arsenal was marked by a series of injuries, which limited his appearances during his short stay with the club. Despite these setbacks, he was able to showcase his technical abilities whenever he was on the pitch. Källström brought a level of maturity and experience to the team, and he was often praised for his intelligence on the ball and his ability to control the game's tempo from midfield. Although he did not have the same level of impact as he had in France, his time at Arsenal provided him with an opportunity to test himself in one of the most competitive leagues in the world. During his time in North London, Källström made important contributions, particularly in the FA Cup, where he helped Arsenal to win the prestigious trophy in 2014. His role in Arsenal's success was vital, and despite injuries, his leadership and experience were recognized by the coaching staff. However, after his time at Arsenal, Källström's future in the Premier League appeared uncertain, and he soon moved on to other opportunities. Return to Sweden and success with Djurgårdens IF. After his stint in the Premier League, Källström returned to Sweden in 2015, joining Djurgårdens IF in Allsvenskan. The move back to Sweden was seen as a homecoming for the talented midfielder, who had left AIK for Lyon over a decade earlier. At Djurgårdens IF, Källström was able to showcase his experience and leadership once again, helping the team challenge for league honours and return to prominence in Swedish football. Though Källström was no longer the young, dynamic midfielder that had captured attention in his youth, he remained a crucial figure in Djurgårdens IF's midfield. His passing range, tactical awareness, and ability to dictate the pace of the game allowed him to continue performing at a high level in his mid-30s. Källström's influence on the pitch and his role as a mentor to younger players were invaluable to the club, and he continued to contribute to their successes until he retired from professional football in 2017. International career with Sweden. Källström was a key player for the Swedish national team for over a decade. He made his debut for Sweden in 2001 and went on to earn more than 130 caps for his country. A remarkable achievement that cemented his legacy as one of Sweden's finest footballers. Källström represented Sweden in numerous international tournaments, including the 2002 and 2006 FIFA World Cups, as well as the UEFA European Championships in 2004, 2008, and 2012. One of Källström's most notable moments with Sweden came during the 2004 European Championship, where he played a pivotal role in helping the team reach the quarterfinals. His calmness on the ball, ability to control possession, and leadership qualities were key factors in Sweden's success during that tournament. He was also a critical player for Sweden in the 2006 World Cup, where the team reached the quarterfinals, showcasing Källström's consistent ability to perform on the world stage. Throughout his international career, Källström was known for his leadership and his ability to perform in clutch moments. He captained the national team on several occasions, and his influence extended far beyond his technical contributions on the field. Källström was a mentor to younger players and a key figure in Sweden's footballing culture during a time of transition. He retired from international duty in 2015, but his legacy as one of Sweden's greatest midfielders remains intact.